Hello children. With each other on the earth as well as space. No, so we are moving around the world. We are traveling, man, in the sense we human being. So we are traveling all the world, we are moving all the world and we are communicating with each other. No, communicating, we are talking. We are communicating with each other on the earth, even on the space also. Space also. Not only on earth, children, even in the space also. Like you have seen rockets, satellites. No. So all that, how it is possible? Because we are able to travel to that particular place with the help of some transport facilities. No, some transport facilities. As you come to school on the bicycle or on your father or mother vehicle, same we also travel to space through rockets. No, some spaceships and all that. So we are having so many types of means of transport, and going from one place to another was not easy for early man. These days, because the technology has developed, we are having many number of means of transports. No, if you take bicycle, you have number of varieties. Even if you take scooter, number of varieties. Motorcycle, number of varieties. Again, car, number of varieties. So many varieties in one particular model. But for early man, it was not easy for him to travel from one place to other place. No, because there was no transport facility. There was no particular type of transport facility for the early man. So what did he do? He used animals to pull cars and sledges, or used boats and rafts to cross rivers. So what did he do? He used animals. He used animals. See here in the picture. So what are they? They are bullocks. No. So he used animals to pull carts and sledges. Sledges, like if you see children on Christmas, no, Santa Claus. So he'll travel on sledges. No, that is sledge, like it is there in the picture here. So that type of transport is called as sledge. Okay. So the early man used carts and sledges and also used boats and rafts. And see how the boat, early man boat was there. See here, it is not like our boat what we are having in these days, in this modern days. This boat is of old model where the man himself prepared with his hand. No, they didn't use any machines to prepare this type of boats and rafts. This is raft, children, in this picture. See, they have just joined all the sticks, all the bamboo sticks or wood together, and they made a surface where they can sit on this and cross the river. Okay, so this is see, the boat and rafts. So early man, he used animals to pull the carts and sledges, and to travel and cross the rivers he used boats and crafts. Okay, and all these took a very long time. So as I said, he was not having any technology, so he has to think and he has to make all this on his own with his own hands. No, so for inventing all these, it was not easy for him, and it didn't make all these things in a very short period. It took a very long time for him to make these things. Okay, see here, even animals, how they used to pull the carts. So you can see a donkey here, bullock here, camel here. Okay, see, this is how the early man used his transports. And now we are having three types of transports. No, again, slowly man invented much kinds of transport facilities. Like what are they? Like they are land, air and also water. No, See, three types of transports. What are they? Land, air and water. And this, in this picture, all these are what, children? They are land transports which travel on the road. With the help of these vehicles, we will be able to travel on the road, which we call it as land transport. Clear? So you can see cars, jeeps, scooters, bicycles, buses, lorries, no, all this, even train also, all this, they are going to travel on the land. So that is why we call them as land transport. And now air transport. See here in the picture, air transport. And how many types of air transports we are having? No, see, like you have got parachutes, aeroplanes, rockets, spaceships, no, aircrafts, all that, helicopters, all this belong to air transport. Okay, children, where we are going to travel in the air, in the sky, in the air. Okay, and now at the last we get the water transport here. So you can see ships, yaks, boats. No, again in this also we have got different type of transports, different type of vehicles. No, where we can travel on the water. Okay, children. So how many types of transports are there? Three. What are there? Land, air and water. Clear? Now, so not only we use the vehicles, children, so we also use animals for transport. Okay, we also use animals. Like what animals do we use? So different animals are used in different areas depending upon the terrain, utility and convenience to the human beings. Okay, different animals are used in different areas depending upon the terrain in the sense the land. No, landforms are of different types, like plains, plateaus, hills, mountains. No, so even though it is a land, it has got a different shape. No, we cannot use the same type of transport for every land form. No, as such, here animals are also used for transportation depending upon the land form, how it is. For hills, they use some type of animals. For plains, they use some type of animals. For deserts, some type of animals. Okay, and utility, the usage and the convenience, the comfort of the human beings. No, so we human beings are going to use animals for transporting goods or people from one place to another place. According to our land, our use and our comfort, we are going to select the animal. Okay, children. And as I said, they are used to carry both goods and people. Goods, things, loads of things. Okay, so they carry both goods and also people. Now, for example, donkeys, children. Donkeys. So earlier days, so donkeys, they were carrying the clothes. No, we were giving clothes to wash to dhobis. No, the dhobis. So they were not carrying all the load of the cloths. So donkeys were carrying the cloths, which were to be washed by the dhobis. No, so here same like that, animals, they carry both goods and also the people. Are you able to see here in the picture? See here a horse. No, this is a horse where it is transporting people. No, here see again a camel where it is carrying some goods. No, here again a bullock cart where they are transporting some people. Okay, in villages mostly we use bullock carts. Okay, so here also again a bullock cart where it is transporting some goods. Okay, and here desert area. So desert area, which animal you used for transporting people? No, camel. Yes. So that is why we call camel as ship of the desert. No, you remember that? Yes. And now here donkeys, they are carrying the loads. No, and here elephant safari. No, when we go to some traditional places, so where you can have this elephant safari, where you get an opportunity to climb on the elephant and sit, and you can go for a ride. Elephant also, it carries people, and also it carries loads in the forest also. Clear, children? So different animals are used in different areas. Okay, clear? Now just a minute. Yeah, now in forests. Yes, see here. In forests, elephants are used to carry logs, heavy trees and people. As I said, see, elephant, how it is carrying? It is carrying people, it is carrying heavy trees. No, again it is carrying logs. See here, logs, too much of weight. And elephant is a wild animal, very big animal. No, so with the help of its trunk, it carries some heavy weight. See, okay. So this is how in forest elephant is used for transporting things or people from one place to another place. Clear, children? Now coming to deserts. So desert, sandy area, completely filled with sand. Are you able to see here? So how this desert is looking? No, see, this is completely sand, filled with sand. And in this sand, so every animal or we also, we cannot walk very speed. Okay, so as the body structure of the camel and also its resistance power, where it can stay without water, so it has become easy for us to use camel for transporting things or people in the desert areas. Okay, children. So that is why camel is generally used in deserts. And their main use is to carry people around in the dusty deserts. Why we call as dusty desert, children? Because the land is covered with the sand. Okay, so when air blows, so the area will be covered with that sand dust. Now, have you seen the desert dust and the sand in reality, or else in the pictures or in any TV shows? So you might have seen this. No, it's completely dusty area covered with sand. Okay, so that is why we use camel to carry people. No, and camels have the advantage as they can stay without water for days, which is scarce in deserts. So another advantage is it can stay without water for so many days. Okay, why? Because in desert area, water availability is very less. It is very less. It is a very dry area. Because water is not there, so other animals cannot live there. Whereas camel has got an advantage where it can stay without water for some days. So that is why we prefer camel in desert areas. And we use it to carry people and our goods in that area. Clear, children? Yes, now. Now, towns. Now coming to towns, what do we use? So in towns, tongas are usually found in small towns. Tongas are usually found in small towns. These are usually pulled by horses. See here, tongas, have you seen here? Yes. No? So these are found in small towns. If you visit to places mostly which are in north side than South India, North India people, they use more tongas. So before days, Like before, in the sense, in the early days, everywhere tongas were used more. We also call them as jetkas. No, outside the railway station or bus station. So we were able to find more of these tongas and rickshaws to carry the people from that place to their destination, in the sense their home or okay, their place. So because these days auto rickshaws have come, cabs have come, cars, all that other means of transports have come. So these have become less. These tongas, rickshaws have become less. Okay, children, but still in some towns and cities, still these type of vehicles they exist. Okay, you can see them if you visit some tourist places. You can visit such type of tongas which are pulled by horses, which are pulled by horses. No, so if you find such tongas, so try to have a ride. So you will have a very good experience. No, where the horse carry us by sounding. No, clear? Yes, now. Now, if you again in villages, what do we use in villages, children? So we use bullock carts to carry goods and people. Bullock carts are used in villages to carry goods and people. Okay, so have you seen here bullock carts? Even these days also we use bullock carts more in villages, and they are used for so many purposes. Not only for carrying goods and people, they are also used to plow the fields which cannot be done manually. See, what are the bullocks doing here? They are plowing the fields, agricultural fields where our crop is grown. They plow the fields, so which cannot be done manually, where the man he cannot do it with his hands or legs. Okay, so that is why most of the farmers they have bullocks in their houses. Why? Because these bullocks are going to help the farmer in plowing the field. Clear, children? And these carts are pulled by cattle. Cattle is nothing but ox, all this. Okay, so they are cattle, ox, cows, bullocks and all that. Clear? So we call these as bullock carts. Okay, clear, children? Now, in hills. So in hills, what type of transportation you can see? So in the hilly areas, roads are usually narrow and sloping in nature. Now hill, how it is, see here in the picture. So it is sloping. No. So have you been to Tirupati, Tirumala, Tirupati place? No. A pilgrimage place. So how is the road? It is very narrow and it is has got a slope effect. No. So we travel through bus. But in some hilly areas, even bus transportation is also not possible. Okay, so where the roads are very narrow, very thin and very slopey. So in that particular hill areas, we are going to use ponies and mules. Ponies and mules. See, this is a pony. Okay, these are mules. These are all mules. Okay, children. So, we are going to use ponies and mules for carrying goods and tourist people. No. So, tourists are the people who come to visit that particular place. No. To carry that tourist people and they carry goods, we use ponies and mules. Okay, so these animals, they are very helpful to transport these things from one place to another place on the hilly regions, on the hilly areas. Clear, children? Yes, now. Now, what about land transport? What about land transport? Now, we have seen transport, with animals. Now, how we use animals in transporting people or goods from one place to another place. And now about land transport. So this is the most common mode of transportation people use in their daily life. Okay, so we every day, most of us, so if you want to go outside from one place to another place, suppose to schools, to colleges, for offices, for any shopping, for any other places, so we take the help of land transport. No, we are going on land only. So through our own vehicles, or through buses, or through auto rickshaws, so anything. So we can see various kinds of vehicles on road, like cars, buses, rickshaws, cycles, trucks, scooters, and so many. No, so these are all the vehicles which are going to transport us. No, from our place to the other place. Clear? And for moving within the state, people prefer road transportation. For moving within the state, to which state do we belong? No. So to which state to belong to move in that particular state, if you want to move from one district to other district, one town to other town, or one village to another town. No. So we mostly use the land transport. The road transport. Land transport again, railways also will come, but we are talking about the road transport here. So to move within our state, we maximum use the road transportation, and sometimes we take the train transportation, and this railway transportation. Okay, and we can move from one state to another with bus and cars also. No, to travel to other state, so we can also take the help of buses and cars, not only trains, children. So normally for long distances, so we prefer to travel in train rather than in bus or car. No. So suppose if you have your own car, then we prefer to go in cars. Otherwise, trains. But you can also travel in through buses to other states which are there in our country. No, to other country, then definitely our own transportation is not possible, and even buses also is mostly not possible. Only for 1-2 countries we are having the bus facility. No, and sometimes trains are also not possible. No, but within our country, if you want to travel to different states, suppose you are in Andhra Pradesh, you want to travel to Karnataka, you are having 3 types of transportation facilities. No, I mean, you can also travel through aeroplane, that is different, but what we prefer is either we travel through train or bus or our own vehicle, either car or something else. No, that is four-wheeler. No. So again, from if you want to travel to North India, again the same. But mostly if you want to go for long journeys, more than 8 hours or 10 hours, people prefer to travel through trains because it is much comfortable for us to travel, where you have a facility of sitting and also sleeping. No, even washroom facilities also will be available, toilets in the train. Clear, children? So this is about land transport. Okay, children. So as we said, so we are going to take these 3 transportations to move from one state to another state. Okay. So now here let us see like some pictures of land transportation. Able to see here? Like you have got a jeep, you have got a train, scooter, car, and then what else is there? Yes, a bus, a cycle, a bicycle, no, again a car, even auto rickshaws are also there. So these are so many type of transportations of land. Okay, children, clear? Yes. So I am going to stop here. So we'll be continuing in tomorrow's session with the rest of the topic, children. So hope you have understood.